Hi everyone, it's Athena. Welcome back. All right, this reading is for Tuesday, July 3rd, 14th? 14th. Right, 14th. Okay, so the message today is those who plant the trees, yet knowingly that he or she will not be sitting under the shade of that tree, starts to begin to understand the meaning of life. It's a start. Okay. Let's see what the message collectively is for the 14th. The date, not so much important as the message and the energy of the message upon when you receive it, when you see it. Thank you all again for your continued support. You guys are awesome. Okay. All right, let's start. It's a little windy out here. Let's start. What is the first message for the collective? Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is reversed, right? All systems halt. They're halted, right? A lot of people, which is true, a lot of people are in states where they're bringing back, which is going to happen because a lot of states, you know, the so-called virus is, you know, flourishing, so to speak, right? So there's a lot of people who are going to not be able to, you know, you can't go to restaurants and things are going to be closed again. And of course, this should not come as a surprise to us because there, you know, in some states, which is interesting to me, how, you know, it is interesting because the larger states, you know, like worldwide, many countries have lessened their stats. Of course, we can't go by what they say either, right? What the real stats are, who knows? But let's just say, at this point, the United States has heavy influence of increasingly numbers. The stats are rising, right? Is it because we have created a rebellious nature to say, you know, we don't care, we're going out? Many states have, right? It's not so much that you go out, it's not so much that you are out and about, it's so much as, are you wearing the mask, and are you, you know, so that there's the contagion of the you know, virus or what have you, at least gets tamed. I don't know if that's possible, but this card depicts that many are now, things are at a halt, we're at a standstill, so we're not going anywhere, we're not able to go out again. It may be across, I mean, I know Florida, California for sure, where I'm at, Illinois, Texas, some states have major increases, or at least that's what the alleged statistics show, right? So, places, people are being asked to stay home. People are being asked to, if you are going to go out and you want to go places, then just, you know, be mindful and wear protection, right? I mean, I don't know why I heard this, right? Wear protection even when you're Like if you're not trying to get pregnant, right? If you're not trying to get pregnant, you wear protection or you protect yourself in some way, shape, or form. Masculine, feminine. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. For some reason, I heard that analogy, right? I mean, it makes sense. It's not like we can't go do the things we want. It's now we can't because people weren't listening. Why is it suddenly Europe and other areas have their stats are, and the United States just suddenly, you know, no one even knows what's true, right? But at this point, it's a spiritual revolution. It is. How much do you know? How much do you need to know? And are you following your ego when you're reading this stuff, right? Are you following what the crowd says? Are you following what, this is asking you, the universe is asking you to follow your heart, follow your intuition. What is it spiritually that you believe, right? Follow that. Don't listen to what others are doing and or saying. Be mindful of what's happening, right? Are you showing or leading by example as well? Are you leading by example? So like when you're out, are you leading by example? Or are you sticking with, what you believe in, what your traditional values are, right? Sticking with traditional values in terms of what you believe and what you hear and what you read, all of that, right? So many people are just tuning out of all of that, TV nonsense. Reading too much on social media, nonsense. Taking it as, taking it to heart. Take it to heart. Meaning follow your heart. Don't listen to all the other crap. And that's a yes. Right? Don't be part of the cause. Be part of the solution. Right? We know that, don't we? And others will see that you're establishing a sense of your priorities and your spiritual beliefs so that you can show others, you don't have to tell anyone. Just do your thing. You're not trying to convince anyone. And yes, I was going to start the reading with this, not with this card, but with the meaning of this depiction of the card, meaning the deaths that are taking place now. We see so many humans exiting the earth plane. They have chosen it, mind you. They have. You can believe it or you don't have to. It makes no difference. But the people who are passing, who are committing suicide, who are just leaving this, however they're leaving this earth plane, they're doing so by choice, whether they or their families know that it was written, it's been written, it's in the blueprint. It's in the blueprint. See this? It's in the blueprint. It is written. People are going to either stop and look. This is also stop and, stop the, take a minute to observe what's happening. Take a minute to witness. Be the witness of what's going on out in the world in which we live today, right? Are you witnessing what's happening, right? The people who are leaving, their bodies are tired and weak, and it's time for them to go. And it's not so much about the pandemic. It never really has been. It really hasn't. It's about the contract that we have to uphold, spiritual. It's a spiritual contract. This is a spiritual revolution. And as sad as it is, children, families are losing members of their own, because the world is changing. The wheel is the karmic debts in which we have to pay. You can't get out of it, so to speak. You can. Even the suicides are where it has been written. Now, that's my belief system. I'm not imposing that on you. I'm just sharing with you what the cards are saying as well, which is exactly what either you choose to believe it or you don't. It's not here to be accepted, to be more understood than accepted, right? Do you understand it? Do you understand how it works? Karma works no matter what, because we're reflecting as above, so below. So, are you taking a minute to observe what's happening with people around the world and how karma is being paid out? And you're seeing it, you're observing it, you're witnessing. Many are witnessing karma being handed to them. And it's not always bad. But for some, they're exiting. They've chosen that. A Queen of Wands chooses to sit on her throne and focus her energy on that flower. This is a sunflower. So the Queen of Wands focuses her energy. It's like, come on, spit it out. On the sunflower, which is being happy, being creative, using the intuition to just keep going, striving for every day is a new day, striving for balance. You see her face, she's apprehensive. She doesn't know what, like this feminine, like she's all empowered, right? And her demeanor is always positive. She follows her intuition. It's just natural. But she does have apprehension, like what she reads, what she sees, what she hears. She doesn't, it's a very quiet type of observation. She happens to see both sides of a story. She understands what's going on in the world, but yet she chooses on her own accord to remain that sunflower, no matter what's happening around her. See? Look, no matter what's happening, and her apprehension may tell her, well, they said this is what's being written and said and spoken and heard. She chooses to see that life as that sunflower. She chooses another way. which is the happiness, to find the happy place, and to know how karma is dished out, karmically, how things happen in the world today and what we see. She knows how that happens. She knows that she maintains a very quiet demeanor, much to her apprehension. It doesn't matter. What matters is that she's holding her own. What she sees, reads, feels, and believes, she's holding that sunflower, no matter what. Oh, and look at this. Authoritative figure here, the King of Pentacles. So, the King of Pentacles, this could be Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but what really matters, aside from the astrological viewpoint of this reading, is that we stand confident, we stand empowered, major empowerment of how we're utilizing our energy and how we're being seen in the world, or more importantly, not seen in the world. We remain strong, masculine and feminine. This is masculine and feminine. Whatever sign you choose makes no difference. This is about strength, intuition. The energy is being savored. One's energy is being savored because they don't just waste their energy on, on foolish choices. Let's say that, right? These two, masculine and feminine, as one, you can't touch them because they're vibrating at such a high level of, they keep their energy levels high because they follow their intuition and they see the brighter side of the situation here as being one that what is being shown out there is more importantly, holding on to your sense of stability and security, and assembling your own conclusion about what's going on. This is going within, using your intuition spiritually. You see we have the Hierophant here. So it's a spiritual revolution, and this person and or people remain powerful. They don't give their power, their energy, their power away for no reason. They don't. They withhold energy to those who want to say and or do whatever. They are still, this is what I want to say, they are still, they observe, and they are silent. They're observers. They're not out there putting in their 2 cents, on social media, the anger, the drama. This is maintaining and being in control while everything around is happening, right? While whatever you see is happening out there, some are happy, some are leaving the earth plane, some are getting their karma due, and this person and or people are just watching quietly, but yet very powerfully, knowing where you stand in that, right? Wise, the guru, the sage. when you reach a level at this point where you have done, this is clearly done your work. You've done your inner work in order to remain calm amongst the chaos. It takes a lot of work to get there, to not respond, to not be to not let the anger get you, the comments get you, even the deaths, and the joy of some people that are dealing with other circumstances. This is very calming, very knowing, very centered, not giving away your energy. There's a lot to be said for that. Let me just keep going, yeah. So let's just keep going. Look, something told me to keep going. The people who want to, people are going away, literally and or figuratively. The lies, the deceit, the betrayal, it all has to go. The beliefs that what you think or what you thought people are doing, they may be doing it, they may not. But this reading is about not caring in the sense of knowing how to react, knowing not to react, knowing that your quiet resolve is powerful. You've gone within, you've done your work, right? You've done your work, and this dynamic is very powerful. This is like your power couple, or it's one person, all-encompassing. Power, masculine and feminine energy, depicting the work that you've done on yourself, becoming so strong, inner strength, using your intuition, seeing the bright side of life, and using that as your strength, as your rock. You are the rock. If you relate to this reading, then you are the strength that people need when they look, when they read, when they see. You're this strength. It's strength and resolve within and without. Within and without. The craziness, and I'm just saying, like, the things that you read, the things that you believe, the things that you thought you believed, the things that you thought were true, that were not true. Everything's being eclipsed out. Still, the lunar, wait, was it? I think it was lunar or whatever the eclipse was that we had July 4th, 5th, is still happening here. We're still eclipsing people out of our lives that don't stand in this situation, in our life. Not that they're not good people, it's just they're not on the same page. I'm just going to take one card with the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, okay? Just to get confirmation that we're just eclipsing the dynamic of people who don't want to be here and are leaving. So we've done our inner work, meditation, meditating and growing within, right? Knowledge, you know, the trees are the wisdom that you have. It's the same as the hermit right here. This is going within, and so is this. Going within and finding your place, being and gathering your knowledge. Quiet resolve, but strong. The strength and wisdom of the trees. There it is. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for these people to be eclipsed out. And that's what I wanted to see. That the universe, we are speaking the same language here. And that people who try very hard to change the narrative from what you believe in and your strength and your power of knowledge, it doesn't matter. Basically, it doesn't. Okay, now I'm almost at 30. I gotta hurry. It's like this went a little longer, but it's really important. It's an important message because it's not just for today, it's for when you see it, and it's the energy. This energy is happening like all in one. You know, it's like a conglomerate effort of past, present, and future. Master Buddha, yep. Increased awareness. And that is who this is in here. I'm not saying they're Buddha. No one can be Buddha but Buddha. But we're on the path of increasing our awareness, deep connection, and trusting your inner voice. Hence the intuition. That's what you are doing. Or if this applies to you. It's a beautiful reading. Have a great day.